Welcome to opening packets, if you wanna call it, Hearthstone video. We're just gonna talk about some cards with a bunch of two people who played the game before me. So we've got one man who seems to be leading the fight against Terra, and that's Sam Baker, aka Akitani. If you wanna follow him on Twitch, you can follow him on Twitter. Apparently he's got a problem whereby he's got a bunch of girls that's been stalking him, so make sure to send him a private message and just say, yo, man, I'm not one of those girls that's been chasing you, but just want to talk Hearthstone with you. So that's Sam there in the background. Say hi, Sam.
Hey.
There we go. If he bakes some mean bread too, just in case you didn't know. And the other douchebag is, I'm sad to have to say this, but is returned. Yes, the douchebag
Hi.
from the Hawken videos, who's known for all his hate mail and really his douchebaggery, and no one really likes Zanship, but what can you do? He hacks into every chat and is here today. So this is pack number 1, opening that douchebag. Got 5 cards.
As you do.
Yeah. Okay, so the first card is an all classes card called Youthful Brewmaster Zen. And Sam, any words on that?
Can be alright in some decks.
Apparently it's got a
It's a bit
battle
of an
cry of return a friendly minion from one battlefield, from the battlefield to your hand. So where is this card useful and where is it not useful?
It's good in a deck with a lot of minions with battle cries. So you can play the minion battle cry, return it, or battle cry and battle cry again. So you can get multiple uses of the card.
Okay, so it's similar to Shadow Step for rogues then, yes or no?
Exactly.
Okay. Sam, any words on that card?
It's a decent card because it's a free 2. So it's even if you play it without another minion on the field, it's still a free 2, which is a pretty average card.
Okay, coolio. Second card is for mages. Apparently it's a spell called Blizzard and it deals 2 damage to all minions and freezes them. Any words?
Good card.
Good card.
AoE.
Not said.
Oh, so just because it's AoE it wins. Okay, apparently AoE
no, it's
OP.
2 mana and freezing. You ain't doing anything with that card.
Man, apparently AoE is OP for those of you who didn't know. So just build a deck with 30 AoE cards and you're sure to win all of Hearthstone. That was Zanship
Yes.
2013. Now
Yes.
back to 2014, we've got our third card called Priestess of Elune with the battle cry of restore 4 health to your hero. It's a 6 mana card for
Useless.
5/4. And why is this card a bad card?
It's just you said it at
For
the end.
6
It's a
mana,
6
it's a
mana card.
5/4.
It's a 5/4. It's just not. The stats aren't
trade.
good enough.
Okay, fine. And our fourth card is for all classes and it's the Jungle Panther with stealth 3 mana card for 4/2. What
Strong.
good.
What makes it
Because
strong?
it's almost a guaranteed attack, so it's almost a guaranteed trade on a larger minion, because the stealth just lets it live. So the HP, it's like it's larger than it should seems, because it's
Okay.
stealth, it's a ninja panther.
Okay, but you should
Quite good in
always
100
be...
decks.
Oh yeah, true. You should always be careful for AoE spells, because even if you're stealth, that does not matter. You still get hit.
Yeah, the blizzard.
By Blizzard. Apparently Blizzard is
To be
OP,
fair, there
guys.
aren't that many.
But come on, they make the
AoE
game, they're gonna make the
spells.
card good.
And
They're not gonna make a bad card called Blizzard from a company
Oh.
named Blizzard, are
oh, well, true, that's true. Our last card is gonna be, is it Naturalize? And it's destroy a minion your opponent draws 2
Worst card in
cards.
game.
Wow.
they? It's pretty awful.
Oh my goodness.
Hey friend, here's 2 cards.
Hey, but what if you have no cards on the board and the guy has played Zan's favorite card, the Core Hound, and it's gonna smack you in the face if you don't remove it? And what if that Core Hound was
Well-
buffed and you have nothing on the board?
I've seen
Well
it used
then-
once, and that's in Murloc Oracle decks where you just spam your enemy with cards, then overload them and fatigue them.
Okay. I guess that could
But
work.
it's a pretty bad card generally, because it costs
Yeah.
you a lot in card advantage. It's you play 1 card and give them 2 cards. So it's like a 3 card swing card advantage
Okay.
to destroy 1 minion.
So according to the Baker Shepherd Strat, we only got 2 good cards in this whole deck. Now I'm gonna go home and cry. Now, that's one deck
Better than my
done.
packs, man.
That's
I've
one.
not got a Jungle Panther.
Really? You don't?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
I don't have any
okay.
Jungle.
Now,
I don't even have
now I'm
Argus.
certain you're gonna get good cards when you open your next pack. So this is pack number 2 out of 6, and let's see what we got. Okay, so we got Crow Taskmaster, which is a 2-mana card, 2/2, and it's got a battle cry of deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +2 attack.
Good
Well, I play a
card.
Warrior
This-
in Rage deck, so
So,
that's like Giga Whipper.
so you could use that on a Gorobasha Berserker, for example. Then it should get +5.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
Mani Berserker as well.
Oh yeah.
Or it's even better if you get a Raging Worgen, as that makes its enrage is plus damage and Wind Fury, so it'll make the 6/2 with Wind Fury, so that's a 12 damage if you get the attacks off, which is pretty insane
Can also be
considering
used to
Raging
trade
Worgen's
for.
3 mana.
Can be
And
used
it's
to
also
trade
good.
for people with 1 health.
A 1-mana nuke basically as well for with a 2.
Similar
so
to
it's generally a good card.
Alvanacha.
Play Warrior.
Okay. Sadly, it's only it's a warrior only card. For those of you who don't know, I personally have this worldview that only the bad men, only the scumbag of the Hearthstone community use warriors. But more on that later.
And by that he means I play Warrior, therefore he doesn't like it.
Our second card
Yep.
is Earthshock, and it silences a minion, then deal 1 damage to it. And it's a shaman card. 1 mana cost.
That can be good, because
It is
if you play against slow warlocks where they drop Twilight Drakes, it one-shots them,
Okay.
which is just a huge advantage for the mana cost. But only when you really are against warlocks. Plus it's silence anyway.
Okay, so it's only good for the 1 damage, or it's good for the silence, or it's good for the
It's good for. Do you
what's-
know what the Twilight Drake card is?
I don't think I do.
For every card in your hand, you gain +1 health for that card.
Mm.
But that card silences it, which puts it to a 4/1, then 1 damage. Which
Oh, then you can kill
destroys
it.
it.
Okay, so apparently this is good
Insufficient.
against warlock decks. Our third card is Repentance, and it's a secret. When your opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1 for paladins. 1 mana.
I don't like that card.
Bad. Yeah, it's kind of bad.
It's kind of hard to know when a guy is gonna play a war golem, so what if he was gonna play
like
like
an
a
apology,
swamp
really,
ooze? It wasn't gonna
Yeah,
really
it's-
do anything.
They also have it's that and the fact that they have a card called Equality, which changes the health of all minions to 1 anyway,
Oh, okay.
for 2 mana. So it's just not worth it. It's like an unreliable equality on 1 person. So it's just
Okay.
not good.
But it is 1 mana if you have that 1 spare mana, you know? You can just use the card and lose
It's
nothing.
probably not worth the card advantage.
True,
Yeah, you
I
lose card
guess.
advantage if you drop it.
Fourth
It's
card
probably
is
not worth the
for
card.
all classes, and this is the Leper Gnome, and it's got a death rattle to deal 2 damage to the enemy hero when it dies.
That's a very good card.
It's good in
That's like-
rushdown decks especially.
The second best 1-drop in my opinion, behind the 2/1
Beh-
stealth.
The Worgen Infiltrator.
Yeah, we're gonna infiltrate.
Okay,
It's pretty good.
it's pretty good. Guess I'll be using that someday, I guess. The last
if you play
card.
rushdown, it's really good.
How would you implement it though in rushdown decks? Like, when do you
You
play,
play
it?
it turn 1,
It's your 1-drop.
and then
Mm.
it's
Guaranteed 4
your
damage, usually.
Yeah, I guess it is.
which for rushdown is great for a 1 mana card.
The last card we got was Lightwell, and at the start of your turn, restore 3 HP to a damage-friendly character. And it's
It can
0/5.
Good in certain decks.
But if it's
Situational.
situational, but do priests... Is there any buffer spell you could use to change the HP to the hit
Yes.
points, then it becomes 5/5 for two...
Yeah,
There's an
That's
inner
where
fire
it's good.
spell which 3 mana 5/5 on turn
5,
can be turn
I
1 or
guess.
turn 2.
Oh, okay.
Turn
Turn
two.
2. Which would
But-
make it a 5/5 on turn 2, which is very powerful. And it heals
yeah,
itself.
but most of
so.
the time it's kind of meh.
Okay.
unless you do that.
But
Yeah.
would it be an insta pick for a priest deck if you didn't have any other cards? Like if you only had basic cards and a few other meh cards, would you put Lightwell in it?
You'd have to build a deck around it for it to be any good.
Okay. Well, that's pack number 2. Pack number 3. Ah, that's cool. Ah, that's so nice. Ah, that's so nice. I got an
And this
epic and
doesn't
2
help anyone.
rares. Yeah, I got an epic and 2 rares. I got my first card is for Warlock, and it's a Pit Lord, and it's got a battle cry of dealing 5 damage to your what? Well, apparently it deals 5 damage to
Situational
your
amazing.
hero. Why would I want to be? Why would I want it to do 5 damage to me? Which situation would
Because
that be
for
good?
its cost,
Mm-hmm.
if I bring
It's
it
a
up now,
5/6 for 4 mana.
True.
It's basically.
you
So
get a massive advantage off it.
where Chillwind Yeti is a 4/5 for 4 mana. That's a 5/6 for 4 mana.
Okay.
So
So
it has
it
to
would.
have some kind of compensation.
So it would
which
be
is the
good
5
to
damage.
play it as early as possible. It's not a card you can hold back, or can you
You
hold
don't
it
want to
back?
Yeah.
hold it back.
Because that 5 damage
good
looks
for when
like
you're
it's a
ahead.
lot. Okay. But it's only Warlock, so you have to play a Warlock deck for that. The second card is Druid of the Claw, and it's choose one. Ability is charge or +2 health and taunt on. Is it on itself or any minion you choose?
On
itself.
On itself.
It's
Okay.
a good card in my opinion.
Okay. What do you think makes the choose one ability good, or is it the amount of
If we-
damage it does for mana?
If we have a look at the Senjin Shield Master,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically that, but with 2 more health, plus the ability to have a charge instead.
Oh.
And it also has 1 more attack.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's a
then
great card.
It's a good. It's a
a
good
f-
druid card.
basically, Most of the time it's a 4/6 taunt, but then you
Mhm.
can also use it as a finisher or removal.
Okay.
So it's a good card.
Get yourself some board control with that, I guess. The third card is for all classes, and it's the Ancient Mage with the battle cry to give adjacent minions spell damage +1. So wait, if you have, let's just say 4 minions, all those 4 minions will have the spell damage +1. So if you cast a spell, does it mean that's plus spell damage +4?
Minions.
Oh,
Adjacent
the
minions,
people
so it
on
can
your
give
left and
them
right.
spells.
Oh, okay. So your spell will get +2 damage. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Is that good in any way? Can it be
In my
applied?
opinion, it's good in some decks. It's good in Rogue at times because Rogue has a ton of removal, like backstab.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only time I've ever seen it useful.
It's meh a lot of the time.
Oh, okay, so it would be good to get like a 4 damage backstab instead of just the normal 2 damage backstab then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, not many people know, but if you use Blade Flurry, it also buffs the damage that Blade Flurry does.
Does it buff the damage of Fan of Knives though? As
Yes.
well. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I think it could make Fan of Knives more viable, because really 3 mana for 1 damage on draw card doesn't seem. I don't know. It seems situationally good, not all the time good, to me. I don't know what you guys think
I
about
run it,
that.
but
Okay.
I think Phantom Knives is good.
it's an alright card.
Okay. This card was specially dedicated to Zanship, as apparently he did the artwork for it as well, and it was in memory of his long lost girlfriend. And this card is a 2 mana
What?
it's a 2 mana 3/2, and it's called Sorcerer's Apprentice. Zan, any words on Sorcerer's Apprentice? Your spells cost
Firstly,
1
can I
this,
ask
and it's a
when-
3/2.
where this idea came from?
For those of you who
Yes.
don't know the backstory to this, you can check Zanship's Twitter and all his other
I don't have
social
Twitter.
links, and you can search for an article about his long lost love, and you should see the artwork of Sorcerer's Apprentice there if you wanna find out more about the story. But Zan, any
It's a
more?
good card.
Okay, of course it
but,
should be a good card.
Used to be amazing.
It's 3/2 for 2 mana, which is usually a good card, and then it has the spells cost 1 less.
So
which,
you,
since it's a mage specific card, it's
Mhm.
good.
so you could
It's just a
fire.
2/2.
Also, my
you can-
first
It's not
golden
mage
card.
specific.
You could fire blast for 1 mana too, right?
Wait, Sorcerer's Apprentice is
Oh, damn it, wrong one.
mage
Sorry.
specific.
No
That's
problem.
your-
Fail for me. Fail for me.
That's
So,
that's
Sorcerer's
Cobalt
Apprentice, yeah.
Geomancer.
oh,
you are
true.
that.
I
Oh,
was thinking of Pine
You know,
Fence
take
summoner.
Candle.
you know, take handle.
Oh,
Okay, the last card of this deck
Good
is
call.
Wild Pyromancer, and it says that after you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all minions, and it's 2 mana for 3/2. When is
I like
this
that
card?
card.
When what decks would you use it on? Of course, if you cast spells, so of course if you've got spells in your deck, that can also make this card more viable, but let's just say you don't have spells in your deck, but you just like the Wild Pyromancer, is it still worth having it?
which deck doesn't have spells, may I ask?
I don't know. I don't know. If you decided to remove all the spells and you're not using your hero abilities, it's possible. What if someone just wants minions on the deck? Exactly, I can remove
I'm
all.
not gonna run with this train of thought. Now.
No,
If we're
no.
talking about some guy
Who removed
running,
all spells?
only minion.
Yeah, only
then
only
it's
minions
not
and
worth
weapons.
explaining it to that guy. He
Man,
clearly doesn't understand how
okay,
it works.
listen. This guy really likes Hearthstone and he really likes minions. So give him incentive to pick Wild Pyromancer.
I don't care.
Can we use with
The guy-
swipe? Quite good with swipe.
Quite good with swipe, I guess. Quite good with all other AOE spells. That would be like +1.
It's good with
Yeah.
equality as well.
That's
Uh,
true.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you turn a
Make
minion's
everyone's
health to 1, and then you can
one,
blast
and-
them away.
So it's a board clear.
Okay.
Definite board clear for 3 mana.
Okay, so out of these 5 cards, you think this was a good pack or a bad pack?
It's a semi-decent pack in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, fair. Oh, Pyromancer's a
better.
good card.
This is pack number 4, I think. Ah, I finally got the card I wanted, son. Okay,
What card?
right. I'll talk about it. Our first card. I wish. First card is Spiteful Smith with an enrage. Your weapon has +2 damage, 4/6 for 5 mana. All classes card. Any words on it?
That is a very good card for rogue, or
Yeah.
sometimes hunter,
Mm-hmm.
because when hunter uses the rush down Eaglehorn bow, +2 damage is insane. Plus
Could
the stats aren't that bad.
could a warrior use it as well? I guess, or if he has any weapons.
Yeah,
It's okay.
easily.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just generally a pretty good card. His stats are okay as well.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Our second card really needs its own introduction. Apparently, the artist said that he wanted to paint the most handsome, most beautiful creature ever seen to mankind, and
But I'm not on a card.
Me?
and when the reporters asked the artist, what do you have in mind? He said, I've got Abomination. And this is a 5-mana card, which is a 4/4 taunt with Death Rattle to deal 2 damage to all characters on the field, which includes heroes and minions, if you don't know what characters are. So, what do you think about this card? It's already got.
That's hell for any rush down deck which isn't a Murloc rush down.
The question is, if you were to use a removal spell like Assassinate, does the Death Rattle still work?
Yes,
Okay, so it's a guaranteed 2 damage to all characters then.
But
unless silence.
Unless you sap it
only
and
really
silence it.
viable unless you're behind, because obviously you don't want to wipe your own board.
True. Very true.
It is good against rush downs though.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
it's a Murloc rush down, because
Third card is for Hunters, and it's a 2-mana snipe, and it's a secret. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it. What do you think about this one?
You're the hunter,
I
King
got
Sam.
this card.
Oh, apparently Sam's the hunter, so just
Perfect.
listen to him.
Sam's the scumbag.
I got it like an hour ago out of a pack,
Uh-huh.
and it's very good if you have an Eaglehorn bow, because you can just spam out secrets and forever long just smack people with a bow.
Oh, okay.
But there are other traps which are better, like Snake Trap and Explosive Trap.
Okay. And our fourth card will be directed to Sam again, as he's the hunter, and this is Freezing Trap, and it's a secret that says when an enemy minion attacks, return it to its owner's hand, and it costs 2 more mana to use that minion again.
This card can be fun if someone's like dropped you Sarah, and you just want to make them the most horrified person alive. You Sarah hits you. You Sarah's now 11 mana.
And you can't play it unless you've got some mana buffing spell. Sounds interesting.
Yep.
Just save the coin.
Save the coin just in case they have a freezing
Next
trap.
level strat.
You heard this first, guys. Coin late game items. And our last card is Battle Rage, 2 mana for warrior, and draw a card for each damaged friendly character. Zan, this goes to you.
It's okay. It's good for draw power because usually you can play it if you have one card on the field that's damaged, then it's draw 2 cards for 2 mana, which is better than an arcane intellect for a mage. And if you have a lot of minions damaged, it's a lot of draw power for a 2 mana card. Plus with a warrior deck where it's a lot of cards are about being damaged because they have a lot of enrages or things to cause enrage, it's a great combo with the cards.
Okay.
You also have cards like Whirlwinded Commanding Shout, which can be comboed with quite cheaply, which can get you a lot of cards.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. So, would it also work, for example, if you had minions, for example, that had 3 or more HP on the field, and you had an abomination who just blew up? You could still use this card on the surviving things, for example. Okay.
Yes.
5th card pack.
Actually gets Ragnaros.
Casually gets a Ragnaros ice. Oh my god, you lucky! Oh my god!
That's one
Gold.
of the worst legendaries.
Yeah.
But it's a golden legendary. You can get any legendary with that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I guess that would deserve
Millhouse Mana Storm's a bad card generally,
Uh-huh.
but since it's golden, it's worth 1600 when you disenchant it, which
Okay.
is the price of any legendary. So basically, you've got Ragnaros. You lucky ass.
Well, this is my
I've still
lucky
not got a
day,
legendary, like 50 packs in.
man.
Get it a golden one in your 5th.
So all I'm saying is your next pack will have 5 golden legendaries then. So anyway, let's talk about
Better, man.
Millhouse Mana Storm now. He's 2 mana, 4/4, Battle Cry, enemy spells cost is 0 next turn. I don't know why I would
That
want to
can be an
give
amazing card.
why would I want someone's spells to cost? I guess the card is so good it has to have a negative, right?
Because it's a 4/4
For 2 mana.
that can be done
2
on
mana.
turn 1
Yeah.
if you have a coin. So
Okay.
turn 1
But-
4/4 with a coin is pretty insane. But you're
Next
basically,
turn,
it's a gamble.
Pyroblast, Pyroblast, 5/0, 5/0.
True. True. Okay, so that's it on him. Apparently I won't have him for very long, as you can break him and get
Yeah.
better legendaries. We'll do a video on that some
You
other
can
time.
get any legendary, man.
Question is, which legendary would I want though? Like such
Rag also wants.
like okay, so you said I could have Ragnaros. Why what does Ragnaros do, and why would I want him?
think you should get Nozdormu.
What is I'm not even gonna ask. Anyway, moving on. That will be talk for later. Second card is Ancient Brewmaster with a battle cry to return a minion, friendly minion, from the battlefield to your hand, 4 mana, 5/4. Views?
It's like the youthful brewmaster that we
except
talked about earlier.
except it
Just
costs
more
more.
stats.
More stats.
It's actually a good card. It's on par with the Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
So if you drop that, that's a 5/4 for 4, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's pretty good stats.
Yeah, it's
It's just
great
sometimes
stats.
it can be negative if you've got another card on the board.
Oh, okay.
So you have to play it smart.
Play it
Yep.
smart. Third card is Spellbreaker for all classes, and its battle cry is Silence a minion. 4 mana, 4/3.
Amazing card.
Great card.
You would have it in
Should
every
have that
deck?
in all decks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks cool, so I
I
think
mean,
I'll
not
have it.
every
Most
deck,
decks
but
need a silence.